Hi, welcome to the TNT Show. Today's episode is brought to you by Performance Guards. My name's Eileen. I'm your host. My fellow hosts, this is G and Matt. And today we're talking about the best superhero films of all time. In our opinion. So,
No, not in our opinion. We're talking about the best superhero.
In fact, in reality.
So GameSpot posted a list of the top 30 superhero movies of all time.
Let's just say they posted that list one movie at a time. Stupid GameSpot.
Click load, click
So
load, click load.
Like we have time for that.
Yeah.
There's no time.
See what you did there. Yeah, so their top three, we won't read you the whole list, but their top three were at number 1, The Incredibles, number 2, Iron Man, the original Iron Man, and number 3, Superman the movie, the 1978 with Christopher Reeve before
Classic.
the wheelchair.
Perhaps before I was born.
Perhaps. We don't know.
Perhaps.
So we made our own lists of the top 3 superhero movies of all time. Garrett, do you want to start off with yours?
I'll start. I like Iron Man. That's one of my very favorites. It kind of kicked off the whole expanded Marvel movie universe. I really enjoyed that one. I also enjoy Avengers 1. I'm a Marvel geek. Grew up with Marvel comics, so both of those were super important to superhero movies, and I think they just really did a good job visualizing superheroes. And finally, which was on this list, which I was surprised, and I enjoy that, was The Crow. Crow is one of my favorite movies. It's a superhero movie in that he performs retribution upon his enemies with supernatural powers. Mm-hmm. And it was, especially at the time, as a gothic kid. People that knew gothic kids, and it was just this cool little one of ours. It was one of our things. It wasn't a big culture one. So
Even with the kind of weirdness involved with the production.
Yeah,
that really weirded me out.
Something
honestly.
about the weirdness also was endearing about it. Like this was a bigger than just a movie. It was this whole crazy thing. So it was just this crazy, tied to my time of life. It really is. I have a fond memory of the movie and the time frame that the movie was in. And unlike all the newer ones that are all fancy superhero movies, that one was really a cool counterculture superhero movie before there was one.
Okay, I'll volunteer a geek confession that I have not seen The Crow.
Oh.
I was going to say the same thing.
Really?
I haven't seen The Crow either.
So we
You're
might
in good
have
company.
to get together.
Is
have
it
a
really
Crow
well known? Like, should I have seen it?
I don't know if it's really well known. Maybe not. No.
Really well known of the not very well known superhero movies. Yes.
Yeah.
It's a well-known cult classic.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Term gets overused, but yes.
Okay.
True. All right, my turn.
Yeah, I'll save my list for last.
Okay, very good. All right. I thought their list was excellent. I think The Incredibles is one of the best superhero movies ever. However, I did not put it in my top 3.
Mm-hmm.
For my top 3, number 1, I have to go with The Matrix, based on, I just love the storytelling. Back in '99, I hadn't considered anything so mind-blowing as the story for The Matrix.
Right.
I love Kung Fu.
I know Kung Fu.
And so, the essentially making Neo the superhero, the super special person out of that group, I just loved it. Debatable whether it's a superhero movie or not, but I will call it one.
He did cool
takes number
stuff.
one. Yeah,
cool,
it was too
sweet, awesome.
And there was saving of the world involved. Like,
Yes.
spoiler alert, guys. If you've seen The Matrix.
Wait,
So
no,
everybody
turn this off.
Save the world in the Matrix. Both worlds. And then number 2, I would say Iron Man, the first Iron Man. I loved it to death.
So cool.
I haven't enjoyed a superhero movie more than that one. I mean, The Matrix just a little bit maybe, but Iron Man just kept being good. It's one I can watch over and over and keep enjoying it. Love what Robert Downey Jr. did with the character. Love just everything about it, except maybe the villain wasn't strong enough. And so the film sort of left me wanting to see more of Iron Man being pushed to his limits as like full-scale Iron Man really getting pushed.
Right.
But it's better to leave the audience wanting a little bit more as opposed to, say, the Avengers Age of Ultron, which honestly by the end I was kind of like, oh, that was super awesome.
Yeah.
Again, like the awesomeness never stopped. And then number 3, I would say The Dark Knight, which again is, to me, it's sort of almost on the borderline of being a not superhero movie, because you could take Batman out of that movie and have it just be a cop who plays by his own rules versus you know the psycho who's destroying the city. And Batman The Dark Knight didn't really need Batman because it was just a great story and a great movie, which you would expect out of Christopher Nolan.
Bruce Wayne noir, as it were.
Right. But that's my top 3.
Very
Nice.
good. Very
nice.
good.
My top 3, counting down from 3. Number 3, Batman Begins. It came out a while ago. I feel like it was the first of a series of superhero movies. It kind of made superhero movies come back into the focus again, if that makes any sense. Yeah. It's well acted, it's well casted, it's well written. All around good film.
Loved Cillian Murphy. Needed more of the Scarecrow in that.
So great, right? Oh, he was so good in that role. Number 2.
Not enough Penguin for me, but whatever.
There's never enough Penguin. Number 2, Guardians of the Galaxy. Loved Guardians of the Galaxy. I think, again, well written. Doesn't take itself too seriously. A good humor balance.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
He's handsome.
And great music. I thought that was a nice element. And then number 1, the 1981 classic Condor Man. If you haven't seen this, you're missing out. I don't know where you can find it, but find it and watch it. It's amazing. I wouldn't say it's a super high budget film, as I recall. I mean, the 80s.
It's pretty well
it's
done.
An 80s
there were a lot
film.
of Porsches in that movie.
Yeah, there's gadgets, there's spies, there's an everyman who makes himself a hero. I mean, it's great.
It's like a family-friendly James Bond, around the world type movie. It was great.
Yeah,
I
think so. Condor Man with Michael Crawford.
Nice.
Awesome.
Now that's our list, but in the comments below, please feel free to give us your list, and we may argue with you about them later.
We can discuss whether or not Disney would be better off making a live-action Incredibles movie than Fox would be making another Fantastic Four movie.
That's true.
I'm just waiting for the Condor Man sequel.
Keep waiting.
All right, it's time for our TNT round. G's going to represent the blue team, and then Matt's going to represent the red team.
Thought I was the blue team.
Yeah, we're past the blue team.
You guys need to switch chairs right now. I'm just kidding. Okay, G's going to represent the red team. Matt's going to represent the blue team. If you guys aren't happy with this, you can leave.
Okay.
Fair enough.
There's no other options.
Okay, no other options. I'm going to pose a question. You guys are going to debate, and I'll declare the winner. So, my question is, let's see. If money were no object, what would be the ultimate cosplay? Your dream cosplay.
Ultimate cosplay. I see myself rolling up to Comic-Con in a full-scale version of Voltron.
Oh.
Nice.
Not the easy version with the lions, but the one with all the vehicles. And of course, I would be the head. Because
Beautiful.
What else are you going to be?
It's your cosplay.
I'll form
you
the
should
head.
be the head.
There you go.
Yeah. Nice. All right, G, what do you got?
I think the best, if I had all the money in the world, and the best special effects people, is a full Green Lantern costume with a Green Lantern ring with a projector on it. So I could project shapes into the sky and on walls and stuff. Oh, that would be pretty slick. Just switch the nub, or I don't know, have a computer suit. I don't know.
It'd be like some movie version of non-existent tech that you could use to project holograms.
Yes. Yes.
That's those are both great options. I think I have to go on that one with I have to go with Matt. I think
It's a little more grandiose, a little more
yeah,
bombastic.
and I think Voltron is going to be a big hit, like a crowd pleaser, because you don't see it as much.
Yeah, Green Lantern's
You
been done.
you see Green Lantern
that's
a little
fair.
bit more. So the winner of the first round, Matt, and the blue team. All right, you have another chance to redeem yourself, though.
Okay.
My next question is, what would be the best sport to replace with robots? Replace the players with robots.
Well, on the heels of Madden coming out, I think it's got to be football. It's just a really good sport to allow everyone to do the most possible. Highest speeds, best collisions, nobody gets hurt, make things explode, drop people off the earth. You could do a lot of good stuff with football. I'm going to go football.
Yeah, I don't see enough explosion
I'm
in
saying.
football generally. I want more. What about you, Matt?
I imagine robots playing volleyball.
Okay.
Okay, I know it's not the first thing you think of, but stick with me. A little sort of a mechanized version of like your Nintendo Super Spike V-Ball, where each of the different robots has like a different special move, like an ability to like completely crush the ball. And I think there's enough variation. The problem with doing it with robots is that they can be so perfectly precise.
Yeah.
And I suppose it's still a value of football that the robots working against other robots will then have to adapt and adjust. And it's a question if you're having straight control or having AI do it. But with volleyball, there's so many different scenarios where the robots are going up against each other, often in the air. And that makes it much more difficult to be precise and to because you've got a lot of momentum involved there. And then just seeing a robot crush a ball that would explode or detonate a team member if it hit them in the foot or something like that, or an opponent. I think that would be pretty choice.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's a good one.
Both solid points. Initially, I thought I'd pick a boring sport like golf because robots would be the only way to make it exciting. But I think I'm going to have to go with Matt on this. Volleybots sound amazing.
Nice.
That's a good
Thank you.
idea. I like volleyball.
100%. Yeah, trademark Eileen.
Yes.
Volleybots. It's coming to stores near you. The action figures are going to be killer, guys.
Well done, sir.
Thank you very much.
Well, tune in next time. That is our show. You can find us on Twitter. We have a website. It's thetntshow.com. Super easy to remember. And make sure you subscribe so you can check out all of our upcoming episodes.
Yes. Feel free to tweet at us at the tweet. It's at Tweet TNT Show. We're going to have a lot of just talking about stuff. Maybe post some Voltron pictures. Lots of ways for you to talk to us about the show. You'll learn stuff about our... when we get our Twitch going, the website, and the Twitter feed. We'll have all that information. So please check us out. And again, please subscribe.
Thank you very much.